you're very high on Houston. I don't know if you are because you're also a Yankee fan.
I'm a Yankee fan. I mean,
are you concerned about their pitching? By the way,
the Yankees?
Yes.
I mean, the fact that Paxton's getting cheeky on us is a little bit terrifying, and the fact that yes, that was a joke. And the fact that Severino just walked 4 guys yesterday, I am a little bit. We'll see how Tanaka looks today.
No Domingo.
I very much believe in this Yankee team, though. It's kind of nuts how many injuries they've endured this entire season.
They've had a lot.
It's unreal what they've gone through, and
do they have the pitching to win?
Of course they do. I mean, it's the fact that you're focusing on the pitching but not the hitting, because their pitching doesn't need to be 1 earned run, 0 earned runs.
That's true. The balls are still juiced. So
I mean,
they play a Yankee Stadium.
The Yankee lineup is ridiculous. I mean, with the amount of depth too. If one guy isn't doing it, fine, we'll just do the other guy. You know, they have so many options in that lineup that I have to believe that the pitching is good enough, and the bullpen is still great.
Yes,
even without Dylan Betances.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's still phenomenal. So you just need a 6-inning, 2 earned run game from one of these starters.
Get
and
quality
you can get that all
starts
the time.
from the starters, 6 innings, and you'll
even
be fine.
3 earned runs, you're still in it because you'll get to that bullpen of the Astros of the Twins
that's where
easily. And that's, I mean, how many times have the Yankees come back and won this year? 1,000,000 times.
I was going to say, are you confident that if the Yankees and Astros match up in the LCS,
that's going to be the greatest.
I
cannot wait.
Can you guys hit Cole? Can you guys hit Verlander and get to that bullpen?
So, I mean, even if you get only 1 or 2 off of them, which, by the way, they do that a lot. Verlander just allowed 3 yesterday. Okay, it's not like it's unheard of. Not to mention really high home run per 9 from Verlander. That's how he gives up all of his runs. He even was complaining about it, if you remember, in June.
Yeah, do remember that.
He had near 2 homer per 9 at that point. Okay, 2 home runs a game. Sweet.
Yeah.
That sounds great. That still could be good enough. And the fact that these guys have also lost games, and they haven't played the Yankees every single time. And they're not this unstoppable force. You know, it's not a sub-2 ERA from them.
Right.
This is something that's very much playoff baseball. Anything can happen. And I'm not saying necessarily that I'm favoring the Yankees. I mean, the Astros lineup itself is amazing. Bregman is an MVP contender. I mean, it's not DJ LeMahieu, but
right.
I love that, man. That's like the greatest signing ever. It's one of the most underrated signings by Cashman. The second that happened, everyone was so upset that we were out on Machado. Yes, I'm a Yankee fan. I try not to show it. But the fact that LeMahieu outperformed Machado this year is just ridiculous. I love it.
It's crazy. You gotta love it.
But yeah, the Astros, I mean, I hope that is the series. I would be very upset if the Rays, the Athletics, or the Twins advance. I'm sorry for the small market people, but you're just stealing away one of the greatest series we're going to have in a long time. It's going to be amazing.
I would be excited to see it. Hopefully, the Yankees don't choke against the Twins or anything like that, because that would be.
But if you had to bet, if you had to bet your money on a World Series, would you still take the Yankees or would you take Dodgers Astros?
What are the odds?
Would you take Dodgers Astros?
What are the odds?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I would imagine the odds are not in the Yankee favor. In that case, I would take the Yankees. But I would say if it's like all 50-50 even and stuff, obviously you want to do the chalk.
Well, what about just knife to your throat?
I mean,
if someone had to make.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. Astros. Dodgers.
I like how you brought back knife to your throat.
Yeah, that's what I want him to bring back all the time.
So we had a discussion a while ago about, because he was asking somebody else gun to your head, and then I was like, why is it gun to your head, not knife to your throat? Because knife to your throat is a little more forceful than gun to your head. What if the gun is jammed?
It's more messy.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Yo, Nick is like, what kind of podcast is this? Who do you have coming out of the National League? It seems like you could be Yankees. No, to go to World Series.
Dodgers.
No, Dodgers.
Yeah.
It has to be Dodgers.
You don't think anybody
It could be Washington, but I think it's going to be the Dodgers.
Well, first of all, they need to win a playoff series.
Can they win a playoff series first? I was about to say that.
And no.
Not Washington. Atlanta. Sorry, Atlanta.
I would actually favor if the Nationals, if the Nationals make it to the DS, I would favor them over the Braves. The Braves pitching staff is not good enough. I'm sorry. It's Soroka isn't going to.
You don't like Soroka. You don't like Julio Teheran.
Soroka isn't going to go deep enough. I don't think. I mean, he's going to try and get those outs 6, 7. Maybe he will once or twice. But Fried is way too inconsistent. Julio Teheran, come on. Fulton Evans is looking better.
Yeah, Fulton Evans. He's looked stronger.
Right, and Dallas Keuchel. He's not the Dallas Keuchel of the 2017 ALCS.
So basically you're saying you don't trust anybody in that rotation.
Yeah, and I don't. And their bullpen too has been something that's gone in and out. Mark Melancon has stepped in and done a great job. We have Luke Jackson, who was the unluckiest pitcher in baseball. I mean, I'm not even joking. My staffer Michael Ajedo had an incredible article talking about let's just look at the Luke Jackson games and just how terrible his luck was. It was fantastic.
I'm going to have to read that.
Oh, please do. It's really good. But the staff and the bullpen itself, not that great. And also, the offense for the Braves, I'm not so sold, is amazing.
I think it's solid.
I like their offense a lot.
I love Freeman. I love
bottom of the lineup is,
but I don't know how.
It's suspect.
I agree, and I also don't know how these guys are going to play, particularly Ozzy Albies, Ronald Acuna Jr., who I both love, but I don't know how they're going to be in the playoffs.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, I think Acuna was going to kill it. I think he's going to be great. He's going to try and will it with Donaldson and Freeman.
I wish the Mets had him. I would like.
Well, of course.
Honestly.
I mean, he was one of those guys. I remember. I wish the Yankees had Mookie Betts, but
right.
We can't have all the things that we want.
You almost do, though.
With the Yankees, a Yankee fan says he can't have all the things. They almost do.
You can't have everything. This is what's going to happen in the offseason. The Red Sox are going to trade Mookie Betts, and the Yankees are going to trade for Mookie Betts from that team.
No way.
God.
That would depress me.
Yes, it would depress me.
That would depress me. Wait, one more pitching question from me. Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs. Yeah. What do you see that historically he just hasn't been?
I mean, that's just sample.
Small sample.
That's all you attribute it to?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you feel like he's going to break through eventually?
No. He is not a guy that mentally isn't strong. Like he is one of the. No. I don't buy any of that whatsoever.
No, I'm with you in that. Okay. I think that's an overrated thing sometimes, especially in baseball.
Because he is 30, and this is a recurring sort of thing.
But remember, people said
not last year. No, I mean he's actually like the past 2 seasons.
His playoff numbers don't look great.
Well, they weren't.
What were they? Let's hear them.
Yeah,
let's go.
Which metric do you want?
All of them.
Not wins.
Not wins, obviously. He doesn't have any. But his ERA
was it one game?
His ERA was 7, over 7.
And he had that one bad start against.
That's gotta be that one start
9 earned runs and 11 innings pitched.
He had one bad start though.
That was the one game.
What was that game against the Astros?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That got him.
He
got what he gave like 6 runs.
Closed out.
Well, that was in the World Series, and then in the NLCS.
I forgot he closed out again.
Right.
Then in the in the NLCS. What was I about to say? In the NLCS, his ERA was above 4.
I'm not buying this.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
You're fine with him.
Yeah.
Do you remember this? Remember people were Barry Bonds couldn't get it done in the postseason?
Oh, of course.
And then finally he got it done.
That home run is so majestic.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't matter. It was still you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's a 12-10 home run against the Angels.
Against the Angels. But he finally broke through.
Right.
And I kind of agree with you. Do we overrate postseason numbers?
Of course we do. We're talking about 162.
We do it with Tom Brady all the time, but you don't want to hear me say that.
Eli Manning.
That's another discussion for another day.
That is true. We talked about that in our last one.
162 game season. We're talking about this, and all of a sudden we got to get 2 starts, 3 starts. We're going to judge a guy on that.
I agree.
I
think it's a bit overrated.
Yep.
I don't think Clayton Kershaw is not mentally tough to pitch in the playoffs.
It's nothing.
I actually think it means more that the Nationals haven't won a playoff series and haven't gotten that done to their psyche and what they can do than actually.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think we put a lot of focus on the mental game. I mean, it's funny in the regular season we don't at all. We don't think about the ups and downs
because people don't think it matters,
right? But it does for them. But then the postseason, then the pendulum swings too far over
because now everybody's watching. Whereas a lot of these same people aren't paying attention to the playoffs, and that's not even a baseball thing. I think that's just across sports. Where remember LeBron was a choker.
Yeah, we love narratives.
LeBron was a choker in 2011, 2010, whatever, because he wouldn't post up my boy JJ Barea, and then all of a sudden he overcame it the next year. I think that gets a little overplayed.
He played a bad series. That's all it is.
You want to know the solution to all this? You just talk to the guy, and you realize, like, oh yeah, I'm having a great time. I'm in the World Series. I really wanted to do that, but I couldn't this time. And
I just didn't. Right.
And you're like, oh wait,
they're so matter of fact about it. Yeah.
They're not freaking out like we are. Like you imagine yourself, if you all of a sudden are thrust into that situation, you are going to be terrified.
Yeah.
But these guys have gone through this for their entire lives.
Yeah.
They're so used to these pressure moments.
All that said, though,
think that there are some wild.
I was going to say, there are some guys that it definitely affects and it falls under that category. But for the vast majority of them,
I think it's much.
No,
I think it's
you got to be almost robotic with your emotions anyway.
We got to talk about something,
right? And we're forcing it. So is Clayton Kershaw not a big game pitcher? No, man. Clayton Kershaw is a damn good pitcher, and he will break through and have great starts in the playoffs or the World Series. He'll get it done.
Maybe.
He's probably
or maybe he might not.
I don't know if they've announced actually who their game 1 starter is. I would hope it's Kershaw, but it honestly could be Buehler.
It could be my boy Ryu.
Okay.
And that's great. That might actually, if you want to talk about a narrative
take the pressure off him.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I see it, man.
With the air quotes.
It'll take the pressure.
Oh, beautiful.
And you know what? he'll start game 3 and he'll pitch like 8 innings of 1-run ball,
and no one will care.
Everybody will say, they'll say, that Clayton Kershaw, he stepped up and got the sweep. Let's say it's up 2-0 and it's on the road and he's got to get the sweep. He stepped up now in the big moment. It's like
I would think it would be the other time, like, but do it when it matters.
Oh, you think they'll say that to him? They'll be like, do it when it really counts, when you're down 3-2 in the series and on the road.
You're going against a good pitcher and you win 1-0 or something
because
like
that win matters so much.
So much. Oh, man.
So Dodgers, Astros?
Dodgers, Astros?
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. I'm leaving it to Nick. You know what? I think here's the thing. Here's my prediction. I think the Yankees are going to beat the Astros. I'm going to say that. I think it's Dodgers, Yankees. That's my.
I'm going chalk Dodgers Astros with the Astros winning
because what I want to see is Yankees Dodgers so badly. I think that would just be so much fun.